oxalates?
I don't know.
Nobody hears about oxalates.
So anyway, damage to the body. So what? The first thing, obviously, is that it steals your nutrients.
Absolutely.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
When you have too many oxalates, they bind
all your on your minerals. So
Yes.
all your minerals that make you healthy, they're going right after them.
right,
Especially
and
calcium.
they excrete out, and they don't get absorbed.
Magnesium. It's just
Zinc, all of them.
They
yes.
just go and just take them away.
Yeah, and so it's good that the minerals bind to the oxalate in order to get them out. But if you don't have enough minerals to begin with,
That's right.
what you do have ends up being excreted with the oxalates.
That's
so
right.
that's a problem. So that's one of the first problems. And then you have issues with your bones.
Bone density.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because again, calcium, right?
That's right.
So if your calcium is being taken out with oxalates, what's helping your bones?
That's right.
Right? So we're back to the low calcium
That's
issues.
right. That's right.
Then we have inflammation and oxidative stress.
Mm-hmm.
Inflammation is a problem at all times. It's always a problem.
For everything.
For whatever. So we don't want to ever invite inflammation into our bodies, because that's when it causes not only pain, but problems and damage to our cells. So we don't want that. So that's another thing that high oxalates can cause in the body. What else? What else?
There's a condition I can't explain.
Hyperoxalaria. Yes, that's definitely.
Hyperoxalaria.
Oxalaria. Yes, too much oxalate. Hyper means extra.
That's a condition.
Yes.
That's right. That it occurs when there's too much oxalate in the urine.
Yeah, and then it takes you to a
It's
whole
hyper.
nother-
Yeah, I got it.
whole
I got
nother
it.
level.
I got it. Yeah.
Right.
So now but that leads to even more risk of kidney damage.
Yes, kidney
Oh,
damage
yeah.
and failure. We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to damage our organs. That's
Yeah.
like not what we ever want to do, right? So we want to try to protect our organs at all costs. So what else? When you have issues with oxalates being really high, you can form the whole calcium oxalate kidney stones, which we talked about in the beginning. The most popular kidney stone is an oxalate kidney stone, right? So when you have too
Right.
many oxalates and it leads to kidney stones, that can then lead to kidney damage, because again, the oxalates are not being excreted.
That's right.
So if you're healthy, really, really healthy, and your gut biome is good, and you eat a lot of oxalates, and you have oxalate degrading bacteria in your biome, you're probably going to be okay, because your body's going to deal with it.
Yeah.
But if you start getting compromised in your health, you have some kind of pre-existing condition, or you are eating too many oxalates, like vegetarian or vegan, without having the calcium also to offset it, then you're going to run into these oxalate building issues.
And be aware that when we talk about calcium, you don't want supplements.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
That's not what you want. You want food.
Right.
You want calcium rich food.
But then it's got to be good quality
Food.
calcium rich food.
That's right.
Because if it's not good quality and you eat it, the calcium is not going to absorb very much. The bioavailability is not going to be there as much, because you have all these other things in the food that are causing issues. So you want clean, good, nutritious food.
That's right.
That's the best way to get your nutrients.
That's right.
Yeah, not through supplements. But again, when you keep these oxalates high, you start running into recurring problems.
That's
like
right.
recurring kidney stones, recurring kidney damage. And the word reoccurring, when you hear the word reoccurring, that means you're not learning. You're not learning.
That's
it keeps
right.
coming back and back and back. You're doing the same thing that you were doing before, or not doing the same thing that you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
You're not listening to your body, and you're not learning. So if you learn what your body is teaching you, you will have a much better time of it, because you're going to reap what you sow. You're either going to reap damage because you're not listening, or you're going to reap healing because you are. So
Stop
and listen.
and think. Stop and listen.
Exactly. So that's
Oh,
that.
did I hit this? Sorry.
If your kidneys start to fail because you can't eliminate all the excess oxalate, then we get into the crystals. And we had talked about the crystallization.
Those are scary.
That's kind of like next level,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, but But if you're getting kidney stones, and Yeah, well,
I mean, I'm not going to eat a bunch of oxalates and then crystals are going to just show up.
no.
It's
gonna take a
accumulate. That's
while,
not
yeah.
the first line.
Yeah, it takes a while.
So you have a chance to change it before you get to crystal stage, right?
It is true.
Right.
That is true.
Right.
But that's scary.
Yeah.
Crystals.
Yeah.
I mean, those little sliver things are all in your cells and your
Yes.
tissue. They go through. They go.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And bone disease, blood
They go right
problems,
through your
heart
body
problems,
everywhere.
so many problems because of that. You don't want that. So we need to deal with that. The other issue is mitochondria. When you start damaging your mitochondria, that's on your cellular level.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's on the base foundational
yeah.
level. You're going to have a lot of issues from that because that's where it starts on that level. Yeah. So if you start damaging there, the fallout from that is just domino effect after that. It just keeps going on and on. So we don't want that. Leaky cells, you've got autoimmune because of it. Now you're leading into autoimmune disease from that. Inflammation in the damaged cells. All of this, it just keeps going, y'all.
And binding to your minerals again. Your iron, your calcium, your magnesium. Yeah. All these things that you need, they just...
It's just,
Oh, it's like, you know what it's like? What's that thing? What's that choppy thing?
Oh,
you know
Pac-Man?
everything. You should know. Yeah, Pac-Man. It's fun. Oh my goodness. But if you can
do that again.
But you know what?
Do that again.
But you know what? You know what's so fun? Here's the fun. Nobody thinks none of this is fun.
Okay. Well,
And all this is fun.
What's fun?
It's so fun when you get to know this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How could you not have fun? How could you not feel good that you have taken part in loving your body and the way it was created and made for you, and you get to do that. You get to know stuff.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I mean, okay. I'm going to let her have fun. But I've already explained to y'all in multiple episodes that definition of fun it's not fun. It's definitely enlightening. It's encouraging. But fun?
Oh my
Fun for me is hanging out, going to the movies,
Well, that's true too.
going to the amusement park. That's fun. This right here is, I got information. No. But okay, you can have it.
Can I have the fun? It is fun for me anyway.
She can have it. So how do you reduce all these oxalates in your body? So now we've told you about how horrible it is to your poor body when you get way too many and your body can't deal with it. So then what do you do about it? How do you get them lowered? What do you do to lower them?
Well, you just take a little percentage each day. So if you're eating a certain amount of oxalates, the next day you want to eat a little bit less. And you just do that periodically as you get them down to a normal, moderate 2 or 3 servings of plants.
Oxalates.
Oxalates.
Right, exactly. So that's true. You can also eat more calcium because the more calcium you get, again, it binds.
Absolutely.
So eat more calcium in your diet. Pay attention and purposely eat more calcium. You can also drink more. Drink a lot more liquid because the more you drink, you dilute it and you tend to excrete more. Because, if you drink a lot, you just run into the bathroom all day. I drink so much water.
Yeah.
And that's going to flush out the oxalates as well.
However, you might want to look at that a little bit also. That doesn't mean you take 2 gallons of water and you just drink those 2 gallons every day. That's not what it means.
Not every day, no.
Drink. If people could just drink when they're thirsty.
Yeah.
The body is so smart.
I'm thirsty.
It tells you exactly. It tells you when it's thirsty. But the problem is we're not listening to that body very often. Either we're sitting at a desk and we're busy, or we're doing busyness wherever we are, and we're thirsty. But we do not take the time at that time to drink.
Right.
If we could just drink when the body requests it or requires it, we don't have to go and have a gallon of water and drink it.
Hold on. My body's thirsty.
She's so stupid. I love it.
I might not be able to finish the show, y'all.
Drink, Jamie.
Because
drink.
My body is telling me something, and I stop right now and I have to drink.
Yeah. I mean, all you gotta do
I
is
gotta
drink
go,
when
I'm
you're
sorry.
thirsty.
I have-
It's gonna take
understand.
care of you. I know.
But she's right. You don't want
Just drink water.
Let's talk
Drink,
later
drink.
about the whole thing about
Yeah,
over
just
drinking
drink.
because there is something to be said for
Yeah.
that, and we can get into
Yeah,
that later.
Yeah, you're right.
But in the meantime, yeah, definitely drinking more to kind of flush out the oxalates for sure. Also, think about calcium as like an Uber driver. So calcium is like an Uber or Lyft driver, right? It picks up the oxalates and it drives them away, right? So if you are a busy driver,
Yeah.
you can't, you're already full. I already have somebody in the back of my car, I can't come pick you up, then you're going to leave and the oxalate's going to be left there in the body.
Yep.
But if the calcium's available, it's going to throw the oxalate in the back and it's going to drive it off. So that's when the calcium
Calcium's
leaves
like the loop.
and the oxalate leaves. So you get no calcium in your body and you get no oxalate.
oxalates.
So you don't want to trade off like that. You want to make sure you have enough calcium so after calcium leaves, with the oxalate, there's still some more left,
Yeah.
right? So what else?
And make sure you stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated before you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
That will be so helpful because that'll help dilute
Oh yeah, definitely.
the oxalates also.
Yeah, absolutely.
So definitely be hydrated before you eat.
Right.
Yeah.
And so again, the calcium, we're talking about food, not supplements. I have to keep making that clear because if you are taking
Yeah.
supplements and you think that's the easy way out. It's like, I don't want to take the time to figure out where the high calcium foods are. I don't want to bother eating them. I'm just going to take a supplement. Think about this. When something is too easy, it probably isn't the best.
No.
The pill popping, much quicker, much easier.
Yeah, but-
not the best.
but it
Think
can-
about buying clothes online. Oh, it's so much easier. I can sit here on the couch and buy clothes, and then the clothes come, and they're either the wrong color, they don't fit, it didn't look like it did online. It's just not the result you wanted.
That's right.
Don't take the easy route.
No.
Eat the food that's nutritious. So I just had to say that.
Yeah.